Rosalinda's Personal Narrative by Rosalinda Berrigan. I just turned 15 and I immediately wanted to get my permit. I turned to my friend who already had her permit and asked her what she used to study for the permit test. How did you acquire such thing? I must know what you used to gain this knowledge. Oh yeah, I just downloaded a permit practice test app from my phone. The second I got home that afternoon, I went to download the app. Little did I know there were so many practice permit test apps, some even in other countries where they drive on the opposite side of the road. So I did what anyone would with unlimited storage. I downloaded all of them, canceling out the ones from foreign countries, of course. When I found the right one, I started taking the practice test as soon as I could. It was a first attempt at it, and I obviously sucked. I knew I wasn't going to do so good. I just thought I'd get more than a 10 out of 100, you know? Mom, if I knew how to drive, this would be a lot easier. Take me to drive already. Please, I said. No, sweetie, you need to know the rules of the road before you go on it. As soon as you pass the permit test, I will take you to drive. Promise. What my mom said really inspired me to want to pass. For some reason, high school students who drive are so much cooler than the ones who take the bus. Obviously, I wanted to be the one who was driving to school. I was thinking of all the things I could do if I started driving. I could get a job and earn some money. I could drive me and my friends to get Starbucks. The possibilities in my mind were endless. I knew I had to pass this permit test first. Then it began. I was studying every second. I was so scared of failure, I knew I had no choice but to succeed. I started getting 80, 90s on the practice test. Hours I should have been sleeping, spent studying. I'm so sleepy, but who cares? The day of my permit test comes. After a long night of studying, I was sure I was going to pass. I woke up at 7 to get there when they opened. My mom drove me and I was nervous the whole ride. I'm ready, let's go. There I am, sitting down, taking the test, the moment I've been waiting for. The weeks of preparation all come down to this. The sweat, tears, the stress, it'll all been worth it after I get my hands on a piece of plastic that society deems worthy. I get ready for the first question, and boom, my head falls on the computer keyboard and my eyes shut. After only having 15 minutes in the question part of the exam, I wasn't sure if I would pass. I knew I messed up by taking my sleep time to study, but I knew I had to push through. After a long 15 minutes of my life, I was ready to submit. After submitting, I see I got an 80. After getting my permit handed to me in the form of paper, I was sad to find out that the plastic one doesn't come until a couple weeks in the mail. Lesson learned: to sleep before a big test. The end.